Jennifer from the patio. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping in and checking out the old crafty things that I'm doing these days. So today we are going to make some Happy Mail or junk journal inserts. So they are flip outs that you can use to write little notes on the inside. You can have them flip one way or the other. So we're going to make these today. So that's one example. This is another one. These are all of my digital papers that I've created. I love bicycles and just music pages and just an old world feel. And I love balloons. So that's a pretty yellow one. And these are perfect for Happy Mail because they're flat. So when you send them, you don't have to worry about any bumps in your mailing envelope because the mailbox doesn't like it. The post office does not like that. And it also takes longer for your mail to get there to where it's going if it's bulky because they have to hand stamp it or whatever. That's what the lady at the post office tells me. So anyway, so these are perfect for Happy Mail. These are more made for putting in your journals and attaching them, and it gives you little writing space. And of course, you can embellish however you want. So this is another one of my papers. And then these I made with, let me do this one first. These I made with glycine bags. And so this is Edith Holden, sorry, some of her beautiful papers. And then here you have a glycine bag that is covered on the back. And then you have a card that you can put in for additional writing. And so what you would do is you would just glue this down in your book, either at the right side and the left and the bottom, and then have an opportunity to put another tag in the top, or you would glue down the top, the side and the bottom so that you can have a side tuck in your journal. Either which way, you could do it this way so that you could put it in here if you put it on a left-hand page, and so forth. So anyway, these come in handy because they just have a lot of writing space, but they're also interactive, but they're pretty, depending on the paper. And I think paper is the key, ladies and gentlemen. Paper is the key. So this is another one. And of course, you can put your eyelets here and add a little charm hanging down and put a little word, all that you want to do. This is a Tim Holtz die cut. I do not have the number handy, but it's one of his die cuts that, it has all these pockets, slits in them. And so I just stuck that in there for extra writing. And this one, of course, also has the glycine bag so that you can insert the tag into it. So that is what we are going to make today. I am glad that you're here and you stopped by. I actually made one just a minute ago with some digitals that I got from my grandmother. This is her. She had a book of tracing paper that she would just play around with. She put her colors and different things, and so I used that. And then this is a ledger that she had that I tore apart, and I loved the inside cover of it, and so I just made a card just now for that just was just playing around. So anyway, so that's what we're going to do right now. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to cut a file folder. And I love using file folders for these types of projects. They're sturdy, they're cheap. You can find them at Goodwill and estate sale, just anywhere. Honestly, I have I recently just went to Goodwill, and let me show you what I bought for $2.99. Yeah, $2.99. Look at these. They have letters at the top, and they're all file folders all the way through the alphabet. And look at that. And they're all aged and patina. I just love it, love it, love it. So anyway, $3 you get all of that, and that'll make quite a few cards. Also went to an estate sale, and they had boxes of file folders, and I bought them. I think he gave them to me for $1. He was so generous. He's actually my realtor. And so anyway, he was just so generous and gave them to me for $1, these big boxes. And so I was just extremely happy. And so that's all you need. You need that. And so we are going to, because we're going to do either Happy Mail or a junk journal, we're going to make them 5x7. And then that way it could be either or, whatever it is that we would like to do. So first of all, when you're cutting your file folder, you need to remember you have this up here. And so we're not going to worry about it now because we are going to be able to get 7 out of this. So I'm going to cut it at, let me make sure that I'm, yes. So we're going to do 7. And then what's fabulous about this is it already has the crease in here. So that can be used for the actual fold because, you know, these are attached by gluing on the back, and then that way you just have your flip out. But we're going to do this today to send a card, and so instead of gluing it on the back, we're going to glue it down on the paper, on the inside, and then put our paper in last. So okay, so we're just doing a card right now. So let's do, I'm going to go this way and put this. We're just making the card. So I just want to do, let me cut this end off here. And then that'll just help me get a better judge of what we need. I'm going to put this piece aside. So I hope everybody's doing good today. It is foggy here in Texas. Of course, I live right near the water, so we get the fog and all of that good stuff. Okay, so we're going to do 5x7. 5 by, and this does not look like it's, so I'm going to do that. Obviously it's off, but I'm going to use my Tim Holtz because that'll help. Okay, so the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to have 2 flaps. Our card is 5x7, so we know it's 5 inches wide. So depending on how far over you want the flaps to go, and I generally like one to be a little shorter than the other. And so you can come in, so this would be probably about 4.5 because, and you need the flap part. So let's do 4.5 first. And I'm gonna show you why. So let's put our pieces over here. That's our card. Okay, so if we have our card and we put this here, okay, that's, how did that be, how was that? Oh, no wonder I did 5.5 instead of 4.5. Crazy me. Sorry about that, crazy me. Okay, I have a tendency to mumble to myself, so I apologize for that. Okay, so we're going to do, this is 7, so I'm going to do 4 and 3. And I'll show you what I'm doing. So we're going to cut, this is the actual flaps, and so we're going to have one piece that's bigger than the other. Okay, so we're going to have one that goes this way. But I want this one shorter. That's why I didn't cut it first. And so I have this as 4, so 4.5. So I'm going to bring this one down to 4. Can you hear my dog huffing? What's wrong, Bubba? What's wrong with you? Huh? Okay, let me put the big one away, and let me get my Tim Holtz in. And then that way I can see, for one, what the problem is with this. It just seems like it's off. Okay, that looks straight. And this one doesn't. So let's bring that in like that. Take that little piece off. How woo, it was off. Okay. That one is too. You know, sometimes when you buy these chompers, these, you know, these cutters, if they don't have everything aligned, I have bought, I think, 3 or 4 of these different brands, Fiskar and this one. But if they're off, your paper's going to be off. And I have noticed that this one, if I don't line it up just right on the lines, it's off. So anyway, I'm just going to take this little portion off too. Okay, so I don't need a big piece to bend or whatever, but I'm going to make it big enough to where it's not bulky. Okay. So I'm just cutting the flap, the part that's going to glue down on my page. I'm cutting that to where it's not so big. Okay. So here's what we have. We have the base of our card. We have this portion that'll flip out on this side, and this one that will flip out on the right. So you have the left and the right. And that's why I love using file folders, because they already have this. You don't have to score. You don't have to worry about it. Everything is all ready to go. And so now what we want to do before we glue these down, because we are going to glue them on the inside of the page, not the outside. And then we're going to put the paper down on the middle. And the reason is because I'm going to send it as a card, and so I don't want those to show in the back. I want it to be plain, and I'll probably stencil something on the back, and then I'll write. So I don't know why, but this just continues to look like it is not square, but I guess it is. I guess it's these old eyes of mine, y'all. Okay, so we're going to glue these down. Now remember, I'm going to leave this portion blank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it. And let me show you my paper just so you can see what I'm going to cover it with. This is one of my peeled paint. This kit will be coming out at some point, but it's called peeled paint. And I love peeled paint. So this is going to go on like, on like so. And I think we're going to glue it on exactly. We're going to glue it down. And then we're going to, we have to put the little things on, and then we'll glue it down. So that is the background paper. So first off, we're going to ink. And I'm going to ink everything. And so let me get my vintage photo, and we can just chit chat for a little bit. If you want to fast forward, please feel free to do so. This is a world of freedom, right? You can do whatever you want to do, and I love that. So anyway, so hope everybody's doing good today. I am looking forward to this week. I don't really have a whole lot going on. I do have a dentist appointment. Not that that certainly isn't an exciting thing. And then I am going to hopefully have some lunch with my daughters on Friday, my 2 beautiful daughters. And so we'll see if they are able to go and do something on that. But I think Friday night is my night to go and take care of the littles, my little grandbabies. They are 2 and 6. I believe the oldest is 6 now. And so my daughter and her husband go to Bible study every other Friday. And so she asked Nana and Grumpy to come over and watch the littles. And so we're happy to do that. And we enjoy spending time with them. They're a hoot. Okay, so we're just inking, making sure everything's done, even doing the inside. I'm going to go ahead and ink the back just to get that over and done with so that we don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. Okay, see? Dunsies. And I know you guys, this is only my 4th video, And so I'm learning, you know, my videos, taping, and all of that kind of stuff. So you just have to work with me. It'll get better. We all start out making, you know, little mistakes here and there. But anyway, I do want you to know that I am a freak about making sure that I put, like, if I use my pencil and I'm blah, 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 I'm going to put it back because that's just me. And hey, you do you. I've seen some people that are, you know, they can work in that. So, but I'm going to always be reaching forward to put back my dauber, to put back and to pick up and to do whatever. So anyway, it's just, I work better that way. I don't know why. I just do. So that's enough said. But hey, I do want to say that in my 4 videos, I've had quite a few views. I have 5 subscribers so far. I've only had 4 videos up, and it's only been a week. And I'm so excited, but I want to just give a little shout out to the very first person that subscribed and commented on my video. It was my first video that I was presenting my digital kit, Pretty Pretty Pot Plants. And I showed you the video. I showed the video. I mean, I showed the journal, the junk journal that we're making, fully and completely put together, and what we were going to make. And so I showed the ephemera and the paper and all of that. And so anyway, she said, beautiful kit. And so I thank you. And her name is LaDonna Lurke. It's Loehrke. I wanted to say Loki, but there's an E in there, so it's Lurke. Lurke. But anyway, I want to thank you, LaDonna. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope you're not disappointed. But I'm excited. I'm excited to continue this journey and just enjoy crafting and meeting new people. And so, LaDonna, if you watch this video, please send me your address and to my email, and I want to send you a special gift for being my very first subscriber and my very first person to comment. So, and this is also a plug, if you will. Please subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and also like the video if you like the project we're making. It helps to build my channel, and I just so appreciate it. It's a very humbling and exciting thing to be on YouTube, because think of all the people that you get to meet. And that's why I open my videos with hello world, because being on YouTube, you are accessing the whole world. You are, and that's humbling to me. That is a blessing. And so I just want to thank all of you for watching and for just being a part of this. So I just wanted to give a shout out to LaDonna and just tell her that I appreciate her. So, okay, so now what we're going to do is cut out our paper to fit. And so, like I said, this is 5x7. And I kind of want this to be the background so that this is going to be the accent. And so I'm going to cut this because it's going to be 5x7. So we want 7 tall. And I'm going to go over just a hair. And I'm going to actually put this in to make sure that I am not cutting off too much or not enough. Okay, there's the 7 mark. Yeah. I'm going to give it just a little extra because I want to make sure that I don't, that I have enough. And if I have to cut off a little bit, I will. So it's 5x7. I'm just going to hang it. I'm going to put it right on the 5 for this part. And this is, it probably is not going to fit, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so there is this piece, and so that's going to go on here. And then this piece here is, what did we say, 4.5. I'm kind of weird about, let's make it to where it's exactly, so if this is 4.5, it's not quite, so let's make it 4.25, because I don't want to have to, so 4.25, by 4. So we need a piece to go on here that is exactly, look at that, exactly that. I'm just a genius. I'm just a genius. Okay, 4 1/4 by 4. So the long part is 4 1/4. So I'm going to put it here. That's going to be so pretty. Okay, so there's that. And then I kind of wanted to put this on here. And, you know, I could have just a little bit. You know, I could bring it down just a little. It looks okay like that with just this paper. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, so this is 3, so we're going to need 2 3/4. Yes. So that looks good. So this one will be this way, and then this one will be this way. Actually, I'm going to do it the opposite because this one is this like this. So they'll go like this. And then I'll try to line it up so that it'll look like the rose is, we'll put the big one on top. Okay, so we're done with Mr. Holtz and the chomper. I conditioned my mat yesterday. I got some alcohol and just rubbed. This is my mother's that I received from my mother. She's no longer with us, and so all of her things are precious to me. And so I used this, but I took alcohol and just I squirted it all over here and just rubbed and rubbed and rubbed and cleaned it. And then I took lotion, smelly good lotion, and just rubbed it all in, and look how pretty it is. It looks so good, and it feels really good too. So if you need to clean your mat, that's just a good way to do it. Just get you some alcohol, but you're gonna have to, I mean, if you have glue, because I had glue all over it. And so anyway, that was just a little side tip right there. Okay, so we're not going to put this one on yet because we're going to put these down first. But I want to go ahead and put these the papers on before, so in case I have to do any trimming, I'm not at a place where I can't do it, you know. And that's why I went ahead and inked everything too, to get that done. And so now we're just going to ink the edges and just the, you know, to get that so that you don't see all that white. Okay. And so this one's going to be on this side. And then this one's going to be on this. Yeah, that's going to look good. Okay, so there's that one. And then we'll get rid of these little white edges. Okay. Hope everybody's having a great day. So far, so good. Okay, so let's glue these down. Let me get my glue book. And let me just feel it to make sure it's a clean page, because I don't want to put that down if it's not. I'm using my trusty UHU. UHU. And I just think it just, when you use copy paper, this is actually not copy paper. This is Epson 28-pound matte presentation paper, because it just, the paper comes out just so beautiful. So, okay, so let's flatten that out. I'm going to stand up because that's just what I do. I'm really more concerned about this edge to the left where the crease is, to make sure that I get that where it needs to go. And then just reach around here, get my bone folder, see how we did. Yeah, see, there's just a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I'd rather have a little extra and then trim it off. We'll let that dry, and then we'll do this one. Okay, we're going to come over here. This is on this side. I I think that's going to be okay. I mean, I might just, you know, ink a little bit more down just to give it a little more aged look. Okay, let me make sure my glue. Nope, there's glue there. There's glue there. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I'm going to turn it. Okay. I am doing some crafting today. Making videos and okay. Stand up again. Get this little, make sure it's centered. I got the bottom and that looks good. Looking good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to put the lid on the glue. See, I told you I was a freak. Okay, so we are going to have these. And this is actually going to go on here, so it's going to look a little bit different. Yeah, ooh, yeah, see, that's perfect. We'll bring that down just a hair. You have to get it just right. Okay. I think that looks good. I kind of wanted to do it. Let me see what that looks like. Or maybe. I don't like it so where it's just right at the top. And I kind of want to hide the butterfly a little bit so that it's like, surprise! But I don't like that because then, you know. Okay, so it's just going to be what it is. But I kind of like it about right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use art glitter glue for this to stick it down. So we're just going to put some glue on. Don't need a lot, but you need enough. Okay, and then I said, do I got a lot of shadows going on? Okay, so this is going to be about right here. Okay. Love it. And so we're going to put something on there so that when you open it up, it's, you know, this right here, but we'll put some kind of a, something on there to have writing space. And then this we're going to cut off because we have just a hair bit on the end that needed to come off. Get that off. And this one has to stay square because it is off. I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know. I just don't think I do. I don't think I like it. So here's what we're going to do. This is 4 by 3. So I'm going to get another piece of file folder, and we'll just fix that right up. We'll just take care of that. That is not a problem. Okay. So let's just stick this in like this, and we're going to use this side. So let me just take that off so it's just not sticking out. And I said this one was 4 by 3. So it is side. So we're going to go 4. Yeah. So 4. And then we're going to cut it. I guess I could open it up and do it. And then this is going to be 3. 4 by 3. And look, we have another one that we can use for something else. So we have 4 by 3. And then I have this paper that's, yeah, I could just do that. I mean, but it's not gonna land correctly. But let's do it to where it does. Let me move this away so you can see what I'm doing. Let's see if that one's like that, and this one is gonna be right here. Then this paper isn't gonna do it either. Okay, well then that piece won't work, but this one will. Okay, so let's just cover this one. Okay, so we need a piece 4 by 3, and we want it going up and down. So we're gonna do 4. See, that's the love of crafting. You just work it out as you go. There's sometimes it just doesn't work right, and you just have to figure it out. And that is perfect. I like all of this stuff down here, the dark. So we're gonna do 4 by 3. And guess what we have to do, ladies and gentlemen? We have to ink. Yes, yes we do. Because it's what we do. We want to make sure that you don't see, and that's the whole reason we ink, is so that you don't see the edges. That's it. I mean, we like the age look too, of course, but we're covering up, and you know, sometimes you're covering up imperfections, right? So, and we're going to ink this. So let's get that. We don't need a lot, but we need enough. Okay. That goes back in there. This is going to go here. Perfecto. Okay, and now we need our ink it up, Mr. UHU Glue. Ink it up, ink it up. That's what you do. Fun, fun. Okay. Let's just get to crafting. That's what we're doing. Okay, Mr. UHU, you be good. Okay, and I want the dark stuff at the bottom. I'm gonna stand up again so that I make sure that this is where I want it. Move it up, move it up. I have glue on my fingers, so you have to be careful if you got glue on your fingers. Okay, get your bone folder out and just kind of burnish that down a little bit. Get it nice and stuck down. Yep, that's gonna be good. That looks good. Let's get our scissors and cut the end off here. That's it. Okay, so now that we have this one, it doesn't have that edge, we can round the corners because I like the rounded corner look. Of course, we did not do this one before that was on there, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but let's just shove it in there and get it done. We did get her done. Okay. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get this one down. So this one is just going to go here. And we could do it to where it hides that. And then when you open it up, there's a flower, but I kind of like just the flower on the top. Okay, we're just going to stick it right there with Mr. Glitter Glue. Mr. Art Glitter. Precision is a must. Precision, my dear. Watson. Okay. That is beautiful. Okay, well, let's go ahead and round these corners because I just think it adds to it. And then we'll do this. Even though the glue probably is not dry yet, it's okay. Now those in the garbage. Okay, so here we go. So there's that. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to stick this page down here. And then you'll have this, and then you'll have this. And of course, this is going to have to be trimmed because we have these coming in like this. Well, I don't know what happened, but my video just completely stopped, and I was just, it didn't finish the project. So anyway, I went ahead and glued this down. So I have the flip to the left and the flip to the right, and I have my back paper. The back is nice and pretty so that for writing. And so I am going to, there's a little portion at the bottom that I'm going to trim. And then I'm going to round the corners. Get my rounder out. Uh-oh. Oh, please don't do that. My glue must not be. My glue. That's okay. That's what we have scissors for. You know, there was a time when I didn't have a rounder, right? So let's just go like this. And take off those edges. So sorry about that. I don't know what happened with my video, but I did notice, I think I told y'all before that I have a big family, and I noticed that all of my sisters were texting, but I have it on Do Not Disturb, so I don't know why it would just all of a sudden go off, unless it just decided it just did not want to video longer than 38 minutes. I don't know, maybe I'm restricted or something. Okay, so that is it. I'm going to stop here. This is an area that I think I'm just going to take this piece right here and maybe cover that up of some sort. I might take some of my coffee dyed paper or tea dyed paper and put that on there too. Maybe make a pocket. But today, that's basically what I wanted to show you, is that you can use file folders and just your paper. You don't have to use digital paper. You can use scrapbook paper or magazines, whatever it is that you want to do. It's very simple, but it makes for a really good, simple. I'm all about simple. I do embellish, but it's, you know, doing videos and making them so long, I just think sometimes we just need the simple things. You can embellish and make them however, you know, gorgeous you want to, but just getting the simple project down. And so this one, I really like it because, you know, you have some writing space, and then when you glue it in your journal, you can glue it from the top, the side, and the bottom, and have a side tuck with another, you know, insert journal card. So there's just so many things that you can do with this. And so I just hope you like this project today. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my channel. Hang in there. You know, I know it's only my 4th or 5th one, and you know, like I say, if you feel so desire to do so, please subscribe and like my video. And I video every Monday. I come out with my pretty pot plants digitals, and I mean digital junk journal that we're making every Monday, and that'll be for the next 6 weeks. I've already done 2. And then on Fridays, I post these. So this comes out this Friday, and it's just, let's get to crafting. So it's whatever I'm working on and whatever I'm doing. And honestly, I never know, because like I say, I'm working on getting ready for a craft show. So I'm making a lot of junk journals, but I'm also making cards and different things. And so I just want to share that and share my journey with you. So remember, thank you for stopping by, but you only know what you know until you know something different. So have a great day. Bye.